Welcome to my old school artworks, part 2. Part 3 is coming soon, and this is just a digital painting. I don't want to go hang out and brought something terrible to go demonetize. So welcome once again to part 2 of my old school works. Let's get started. Okay, now let's start with our new old school artwork second part, second time, and this time meaning. This time I'm going to check on this comic here. Wow, I did this in high school. Oh my god, this is really interesting. It's called Stupid Commercials, and this comic inspired from that monster called Grey Coupon, and I'm eating that while I'm talking. Okay, so this commercial, this commercial is sponsored by Grey Coupon. No, guy, I got my idea from Grey Coupon. Unfortunately, what's this comic about? It's about this dude being a hooker, a young teenage hooker, whatever. It's still my idea, still my dreams. So this big, strong, half humanoid, half robot looking thing is being a hooker. And this driver gone by, and this is my anti-hero characters, and he goes out, hiding in car, and he said, "Pardon me, would you lay the bitch off?" Let me say it again. "Pardon me, would you lay the bitch off?" It's something like a commercial said, "Pardon me, sir, but would you like to have a Grey Poupon?" So it was that kind of that slogan. And here it says, "Pardon me, but would you like to lay the bitch off?" And they heckle him, or whatever you call it, suss him back, saying, "Just get the fuck out of here." And this nigga on the right, "Get the fuck out." That's what happens. And the part where I censored, actually, there's no penis and vagina thing. It's just interaction. Yeah, and the bad thing about this, he got his head blown off. The bad part of this series, he got his head blown off, unfortunately. And in the end, the killer, the hunter, the anti-hero, says this: only way to kill rapists is to score and what is to no. I'm trying to read what it says. The only way to kill rapists is to screw and score with low leader wannabes. And the final one, panel, the heart just screams patiently, and you got that saying, "Lay the bitch off, mustard's Denny." That's what it was. Just shoot the guy, and it's a commercial. Just well, it's a stupid commercial. So let's move on to another comic. Okay, now this comic here. Once again, I was a fan of Mortal Kombat, and I played Mortal Kombat 4 on Nintendo 64. So I decided to build this character here, an elder god. Um, the title I cannot see because I'm using OBS and I can't zoom in and what the title is. But by God, no, I think remember this in high school. I drew a elder god confronted with Arthur. Arthur was sent here by the wrong place at the wrong time. Trying to explain why the fuck he got in this situation, and it was too late for him to explain. Just, I'm eating rice. Trying to explain to the elder god. I don't know. I forgot the name. I don't think I forgot to pronounce it. Anyway, um, the elder god tossed his ass, and he blew up to pieces. Arthur screaming and boom, blow up to pieces. It's tragic. So tragic. Okay, now here we go. Something interesting. Yeah, doesn't have nudity. But it has intercourse. Uh, sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse. And you see Emily and DW all grown up. No children. Absolutely not children. Daniels. I think I did this somewhere in 2002 or 2001. No, 2002, I think. Or 2003. I don't know when I did this. But it's some kind of mixed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or as you know, the prostitute here is a vampire. Right? Absolutely, vampire. So, let me explain something about his comic. Emily asked DW for an orgasm, and she declined it. DW declines it. Said, "Nope, I'm not interested." Anyway, DW had met someone by the name of Huffy, the vampire player. That's what the title is. Huffy, the vampire player. AKA Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But this is Huffy the vampire player. And Huffy is a vampire player. Actually, a prostitute. And long story short, the prostitute and Emily get on. The diary felt dumbfounded, and after liking it, he gets an A+ for that shit. Huffy just do this for the money. Doing your bodies for the money. Any way you want it. And at the end of the comic, Arthur tells her, you should be doing that. DW complied, well, don't look at me, I'm broke. Well, do not look at me, I'm broke. So that's it. Okay, this third, now it's getting interesting here. This comic here, it's called Old Yeller. Don't spread message, Old Yeller. Literally, I said, don't say a word, Old Yeller, before I kill you. That's what this comic's about. Okay, so Old Yeller is this yellow dog. He can talk. Once again, my imagination. He says to this bartender and the clerk, look, I told you motherfuckers, well, he's complaining. Let me start over. He's complaining about his owner, female owner, having 150 dudes, in a work. So that's what the second column is. 150 dudes. Well, one dude actually doing the porno shit, and this is what where she do an intercourse. Um, no penis and vagina yet. It's just intercourse, and I think it's illegal for showing intercourse when you get demonetized YouTube. So that's what that symbol that stands for, and that's at the second panel. And he talks to this bartender. The dirt panel. The bartender just thinking to herself, "Hey, I can date this guy or dog, and it doesn't matter. I can date this dog." Obviously, in the fourth panel, that didn't happen because I guess the owner just found out about Oya doing that shit. Oya is half deaf, or the deaf, or basically deaf, little doggy. Um, for Oya, there's this character, just like Oya the dog. Deaf dog. Didn't know what he hear, or he hears nothing. But all you can hear is pop, 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 and boom, the bartender just popped out dead. And I guess he didn't realize this owner sent an assassin, and this assassin is one of my characters I made. And he said to Yeller, why don't you die? Nigga. And, yeah, just come. Wait. This nigga crime. And the assassin shot him. That's the final panel that you see here. He just shot him. Dead. That's why you grew up in the hood in the 90s. Grew up in the hood in the 90s, and it changes everything. No doubt about that. So that's what this comic is about. The owner just sent an assassin to kill the motherfucker. If it was real, then I just digress my point. I'm say none of this shit is real. None of those are real. It's just imaginary. Did this at somewhere in between 2000 and 2001, probably in my end of my high school year, probably end of my high school year or before the end of my high school year runs. I don't know. I wish I have a date. I should put it, but I didn't do it. Write no dates. Comics. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next comic strip I just did. It's for the holidays, Christmas holidays. Well, it's past Easter today. Well, no, it's past. It's beginning of March of this year. So, sorry for my interruptions. In this comic, I will have to say this is between 1997 to 2001 kind of comic. Probably in the holiday season, and I drew Santa Claus having a after Christmas special or whatever he did after Christmas. He give the presents to the kids. Then he get his teeth knocked out by some group of assassins. Got a gun pointed to his head and they literally shot him. And sometimes I call these bozos. I think this is the gang leader that I call her. Because I will explain it to viewers at home that I made this a character named Jaguar. For some reason, I made him this character. Not this guy. This must be the Jaguars, a group of them. I made a one pixel character named the Jaguar. and he looks like Reptile getting up in the Mortal Kombat 4. I'll explain that later when we get the process. So these people killed Santa Claus and put his hand in the present, and little Timmy just found his head. Oh God, it would be a parent's worst nightmare. Oh fucking God, this is not real, folks. This is imaginary, and that that was real fucking dope, man. I just really love that so much. As I can bear that in my head, I was so livid. I love doing these drawings. Now we go on to the next segment called Willow's Dates. I don't know what that says. Well, Willow's Dates. Oh fuck! This is what will be the worst talks in my life, because I drew Osama bin Laden and a Ku Klux Klan member and another god in this piece of shit. So let's see. This is from 2002, 2003. Willow, if you know, is Buffy the Vampire Slayer character, because they moved to UPN 9 at that time. After 2001, I think they after 2001 to 2003, they moved to UPN 9, and for the next 3 years, UPN and the WB ceased to exist, and then it become merged to the CW network. Yeah, so this was the era of 2002, 2003. This is where Tara died. Got shot in the head. Willow just avenged her love and just killed a nigga for that. Spoilers ahead if you didn't see the damn TV show. So that's Willow crying and Buffy just stabbed a vampire, interrupting the moment. Willow goes out to dates with men again. I wish, but Willow will go out dates with men again. Unfortunately, she met the worst. Let's see. First, it was a KKK member. I don't know why. And there's Osama bin Laden without the pupils. I guess every Muslim at that time thinks he's a god or something. Well, he's not. And finally, the final panel on the bottom left right corner is an other god that I created. Taking it to a strip club with honing lesbians making out. So that's it, basically. And everybody got angry issues. I'm sorry, but that's how I drew. I drew because I felt depressed all the time. Drawing was my only hobby. I felt depressed, angry, and hurt for the way I got kicked out of high school, and I want revenge. Instead of not taking a gun or something like that, I drew my vengeful stuff. I drew it. Well, no credits on my part. I drew anything that is so vengeful. That's why I made that poster long time ago against my principal. I'm not gonna show it to you. It's still with me. I'm not gonna show that to anyone. And first of all, so this is after 2001 to 2003. I think the series Buffy the Vampire Slayer ended its run on UPN. I'm gonna stop that and move on to the next comic. Alrighty, now we got not just one but two blockage. I didn't draw no dicks in. She's just swallowing the cock at the dirt panel. So let me begin. Office Benny Mo, and you get the picture. He's banging Mo, cousin Mo, and just he slip his dick off, swallow his cum, whatever the fuck it is, and it's on television. And there's Osama bin Laden watching the whole damn shit. I think the one that's cum is behind him, goofy comrade. Um, the end panel. I just wrote down something useful. All the celebrities or porn celebrities, whatever. I'll just write it down useful. And it's called Hot Zone Network. I remember there was a network named of that back in the days. This is after 2001. I guess 2001. When Osama bin Laden was a thing. My 9/11 was a thing, but it's that was the after September 11th kind of routine. Just off there doing a porno scene with cousin Mo, and she liked it. That's all, folks, about that. Okay, now here comes another stupid commercial. Remember Lucky Charms? Yeah, this is Lucky Deaths. Yeah, this is a commercial that I do, and all the stupid shit I did. It was just Lucky Deaths, and all you had to do is that's just a cereal brand, a bunch of crunchy marshmallows and 6 and 4 grand oats, the other, and he shot him in the head and transformed into this weird looking creature here. This here is the transformation. The final panel is the final transformation. He just promoted a commercial for Lucky Deaths for I don't give a fuck products. It doesn't matter. Coincidentally, it doesn't matter. You remember The Rock said it doesn't matter. The Rock, the wrestler, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, using that term, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Rock was popular. I think this is from my high school years. In 1970 to 2001, 1997 to 2001. Rock was popular in that time of area. Oh, so this is a commercial of Lucky Deaths. Not a real commercial. Just made up. Okay? Please just bear me with otherwise with this comic. Okay, now this comic. Well, I got good news for you. Back in 97 to 2001, a lot of crap happened in my high school. A lot of teen girls singing that piece of shitty song. Yeah, it was a WB series. As a matter of fact, there are two of them that I drew. It was fucking horrible. It sucked. Two shows that suck on primetime primetime TV on the WB. And it's for white people. Bear me with this now. Dawson's Creek and Felicity. None of those shows ain't my cup of tea. Dawson's Creek, as you see here, actually this my comic calls Dawson's Crucifixion. You're gonna watch this whole lovely-dovey story about this teen who basically looking for love and shit like that. It to me it sucked. I know shouldn't get a girlfriend, but the show. Honestly, I don't like the show. I don't like Felicity either. So this is about Dawson's Crucifixion. So in here, all it shows me is I drew was two chicks trying to bang this dude named Dawson. He already taken by a dominatrix or a dominatrix. It's a female. Don't a dominatrix is a female. Diamatrix. Yeah, he was already being taken. And Dawson looked like a fucking. Don't ask me about Dawson. Don't. Okay, this one. Oh, cry. Fuck the Felicity segment. In the WB, that's this shit called Felicity, and then Mad TV from Fox, they made a skit about it. That was funny. That was dope. So I made this another show like this, Felicity, and call it Fatality. Once again, Mortal Kombat vibe in my mind. Mortal Kombat thing. Fatality ripped somebody's head off, kick somebody's head with the boots, throw another guy in the window, cut herself at the end of the panel. That's just it. No, lovey dovey, no, well, lovey dovey and sickly dovey, Fatality. That's her name. Coming soon to the WB. Not suitable for children. Finally, we're gonna end part 2 tonight with this. Yeah, I drew this after 2001. Whatever year I did it. It's Emily again with DW. Emily's trying to be persuasive to DW, and DW retaliated and says no again. And Emily just cussed her out, thinking she's a punk. And what the reason is? Lesbians. Once again, I love horny ass lesbians. What 2 hot chicks with one time? DW doesn't want to do it. And here comes the part of this. I want to explain this comic at the Dirk panel. James busted in and want to confront DW about her father, David. And Emily just found out that David, wife Jane, DW's mother, dead. Not true. It's made up. Actually dead. And David goes acting weird and shit. So James confronted DW from having an affair from messing around with his sister, Molly. And DW can't do anything about it, and you see Emily saying rats and thinking of herself rats. And the end of the column, end of the panel, I'm sorry, second right, David and Molly having sex. Well, you don't see it, but it's just the sounds out there. Yeah, and DW, they're having sex with DW's room. So what I'm gonna say this comic, I did a remake of it, and I'm gonna show you this remake. Here's the remake version of this. Oh, you can see that I made some changes. This comic, still DW and Emily. It's the same pattern, but I made some changes of it, and it's now digitally. You can see the words clearly. What they're saying. You can see how I changed the words entirely and written in text. I written the words in text. So, and yes, of course, Dave's still baiting Molly in the new version of this. So this is the new version you saw here. And this is the old version of this comic. So this is not gonna wrap. Okay, so that's what you're seeing here. This is the old version, and I'm gonna wrap it up today for part two. And that is part two, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you see me doing part three. It will come out shortly, so be prepared for what else is getting worse. I'll explain what part three is about. The rest of the cut series about. So thank you for enjoying it and have a blessed day.